Hey guys, welcome back. It's time for Fit Food with our health coach Paola Henderson this morning, and she's talking sugar, because sugar, by all accounts, at least too much of it, it's not a good thing.
Yes.
It's not a good thing.
No, it's not a good thing.
Yeah.
So sugar has taken over our foods.
It has.
Yes,
Yeah.
it's everywhere, and thus the rise of diabetes in
Yeah.
our country and obesity. And we really just need to know, I mean, sugar is yum, we all
Yes.
love it, and
Yeah.
it is an addictive substance, because when you have a little bit of it, you want more. And the minute you quit sugar, you get all the withdrawal symptoms, you get headaches, mood swings, you get fatigue, you know, so it is an addictive substance. And do you know that in laboratory experiments with rats, rats actually prefer sugar to cocaine?
Rats prefer sugar
Yep,
to cocaine.
to cocaine.
Wow.
So it's
Did not know that.
yeah, it's everywhere. It's very, very
It's very
addictive, and
addictive,
we
yeah.
are addicted to sugar.
Yeah, yeah.
You know,
yeah.
so I kind of recreated, you know, because I educate clients. You know,
Yeah.
I don't only want to say don't have sugar, but I want to show clients how to measure sugar and how to make better choices when it comes
and
to their
minimize
health.
it in your diet.
Exactly.
Yeah, yeah.
So I
That's what they're showing me this morning.
Yeah, so I kind of
Yeah.
recreated this Rethink Your Drink board, which I think is
Think your drink.
yeah, so it's an educational tool that I'm trying to put up at every school, community, you know, workplaces. And basically what it has all our local drinks,
Right.
which I have put what is in the back of them of how they come in grams, because sugar, if you look at the back of a juice drink or a soda, you would see that sugar is measured in grams. But to us, we don't know what grams are. Can
Yeah.
you picture grams?
A gram, no.
No.
Yeah.
So what I have done is I have converted it into teaspoons,
Okay.
right? So, for instance, this soda has 63 grams. So how much is 63 grams? 16 teaspoons. And I've also
All of the
placed,
sugar.
I've also placed the sugar there for you to see,
Yeah.
feel, touch.
Yeah.
Can you drink this?
Wow.
If I was to give you this in a glass, would you drink that?
Oh, yeah.
Exactly.
So that's how much sugar.
This is how much sugar, you know, so you don't want to go to the doctor and all of a sudden do a blood test and then they tell you have diabetes and you're like, how did I get diabetes?
Yeah.
You know, and you now know
Yeah.
how you could
What
have
you're putting into your
what you're
system.
putting into your system. So these are just like our local drinks that
Yeah.
I have gone to schools to see what children drinking the most of.
Yeah.
And I have just put their grams and converted into teaspoons. And how do you know how to measure grams? So 4 grams, is equal to 1 teaspoon.
4 grams equals to 1 teaspoon
Exactly.
of sugar.
So for the 63 grams, you just divide that by 4 and you would get the 16.
Right,
You know,
right.
the 43 grams, you would get the 11 teaspoons.
Yeah.
And that's how you want to do it. And our bodies are only are made up to only have a certain amount of sugar a
Right,
day.
yeah.
So
How much?
men can have 9 teaspoons
9
of
teaspoons.
added sugar.
Right.
Women can have 6 teaspoons and children can have 4. So I wanted to just show you a little example. So I coach children as well, you
Yes,
know, I have
know
like a
you have
Kids Can
kids.
Cook program.
Right.
And I asked this little girl, her name was Jane, what does she have on a day? So for breakfast, she has this orange juice. So I just want you to help me measure out how much sugar she has consumed with just 3 things that she has consumed during the day. Not to do with this board, but with this.
Right.
So a cup of orange juice is equivalent to 24 grams, which you'd get 6 teaspoons. So if you can, this is a teaspoon, so if you can just put 6 teaspoons into that glass for me. Right. So in her lunch kit, her mom packed a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, and together this made up 34 grams of sugar, which is equivalent to 8.5 teaspoons.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and about a half.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then as a snack in the afternoon, her mom gave her 2 chocolate chip cookies, which is equivalent to 9 teaspoons of sugar.
2 chocolate chip cookies?
2 chocolate chip. 1 chocolate chip is 4.5 teaspoons.
You sure?
I'm
I
telling
have a
you.
lot of chocolate chip cookies. 8, 9.
Okay, so this is what Jane had with just 3 items. So if you do the calculation, it would be about 23.5 teaspoons of added sugar that Jane has had, and she is only a 7-year-old girl.
Yeah.
Right? And her limit is really 4 teaspoons.
Wow.
So this is what's happening.
Wow. Wow. That's serious.
It's an eye opener.
Yeah,
it's
that's
very serious.
Yeah.
So what do you do for the alternative? You know, so for my kids, I have young kids,
Right.
and yeah, of course, they love the sugar, but I know better than that with what to give them. So the sugars that I give them is just natural sugars from fruits. So if I'm giving my kids they want some juice, I just blend up the watermelon with the seeds and everything. You blend it up nicely. You just give it a little strain,
Right.
and you put it in the little juice bottles or whatever. And this is just pure watermelon, no juice added. If I want to do that again with oranges or grapefruit, I do that as well. But what I really want to concentrate today, I do that with any fruit in fact, but what I really wanted to concentrate today is that I found this little trick, you know, while I was coaching. I was wondering, you know, I don't like to throw away anything. So with the pineapple, I just said, you know what, it's too bad that we throw away the rough skin because we really don't see any use for the rough skin.
There is use?
There is use for the whole entire pineapple. So that way you don't waste.
Okay.
Right?
What is the use?
So what you want to do is you want to give the pineapple a good wash.
Right.
Maybe if you want to give it a little scrub.
You have me peeling?
Yeah. To test if your pineapple is ripe.
I can take this one?
Yes. If you can pull off this very easily, that means that it's ripe. It came out easy, so it's ripe. So with the top of it, you just want to give it a twist. And a lot of us throw this away. But if you were to keep this into you put this into a little container and fill it up with water, and it will start to grow its stems, and then you can grow your own pineapple.
Yeah.
I've grown my own pineapple before, and these are ones that the roots are now starting to come out,
Right.
and that's when it's ready to go into the soil, into my
soil.
garden. It takes about 2 years.
It takes 2 years?
Yeah, but you know, you're growing your own pineapple.
Okay.
You know, and yeah, so.
Okay, Paolo.
Right.
Yeah.
So then what you want to do is you just, if you just follow me, you just put it on the board.
Right.
And you just cut the ends of each. The ends of each. And then you peel the sides.
So cut the end
Maybe
of each.
about 2 inches in, you know.
Right.
And when you finish, you're just going to put it into a pot. Fill it up with water.
You don't wait on me. You are a little quicker than I am.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not waiting on you.
I'm right behind you though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you just put the skins into the pot. You
Right.
fill it up with water. You
All the skin.
and you boil it down, and that water, all the nutrients from that pineapple, because the skin actually has a lot of the nutrients, the
Right.
vitamins and the minerals, falls into the water. You give the water strain, and you have pineapple water. And you can use this in smoothies. You can use this as like drinking water as a different, you know, as a flavored water. Right?
Waters.
You can mix this up and blend more pineapple or whatever fruit, and that is your option.
Can you
Instead of
liqueur as well? On liqueur
sure,
with it?
you can put it. Yeah, if that's
I'm
the way
thinking
you're
alcohol,
thinking.
sorry.
Yeah,
I'm thinking alcohol.
yeah. Well, I'm not thinking that way. But I just want to give the viewers, you know, an option that you don't have to go and have these fruit juices with these added sugars. You can actually do, and if you feel like adding a little honey and you want a little more sweetness, you can do that with natural sugars.
Right.
You know, but the key here is to cut down on your sugar intake and look at your labels, see how many grams of sugar and divide it by 4.
Wow.
And that will tell you.
The serious stuff. I mean, this
It's
is eye-opening
serious.
stuff. Eye-opening stuff. Paola, I want to thank you very much for dropping by. Wow, this is a lot of sugar. And that was such a simple exercise because this is what the young girl had.
Yes, and that is just only 3 items, not counting dinner or her lunch or whatever other liquid she had. So it's really, really an eye-opener.
Yeah, and sugar, as I said, is a serious, serious matter. Too much sugar is a serious matter.
Yeah.
Paola, thank you very much. Our health coach, every Tuesday, as I said, she drops by for Fit Food, the healthy way, and she gives us wonderful tips, and you don't have to throw away these things, guys.
No, you can boil it twice.
You can boil it twice?
Yeah, so after you finish that, boil it again. Boil it twice, and then you can dispose of it or put it in your soil. It's really good for the soil.
Will it take 2 years in the soil?
No. It helps fertilize the soil
fertilize the soil,
better.
yeah.
So
Cool.
you don't throw away.
I'm going to plant this when I get home. I'll check you back in 2 years and I'll tell you how it's coming along. Thank you very much, Paola. We take a short break, folks. We go into Spinner's World next. It's a Fit in 15. Stay with us. This is a Cup of Joe.